Hi there, Emmanuel here, and you probably found this video because you're looking into this Jen's Income Team. You're looking for a Jen's Income Team review, or maybe you just found it, you've seen it on social media, or wherever you found it, and you thought to yourself, is it any good? Is it legitimate? Can I use it to actually make some money? Yeah. So I'm going to go into all of that in a second, but if you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please just take a second, just hit that subscribe button below. Also, remember to just hit the bell icon, so that anytime I do release a new video, you'll be the first to get notified. And I'm doing that consistently. Anything I find out, if I find out anything I think is going to help you, then I'm putting a video out there. So make sure you don't miss out on that and just hit that subscribe button below. Also, I have a 4-part affiliate marketing course that teaches you the exact things I do, in order to make commissions on a weekly basis. And I put that all in this course. And if that's something you might be interested in, then I'm going to leave a link in the description below. You can click on that, get completely free access to that 4-part course. Okay, so let's get started. So this is called Jen's Income Team. Yeah, so what this is, I was actually shown this by somebody on social media who thought, right, it's worth a look into. So I thought, let me come and have a look at it. So first thing you're going to learn when you come to these sort of sites, I've seen a lot of these types of sites. It's like this is the front end here. The first thing you see is this little bit at the top, accepting applications until Friday, February the 26th, which is today. And I actually was on this yesterday, and yesterday it said the 25th. So this is just kind of fake scarcity, fake, oh, I got to get in, I got to get in. Same as well, if you sit down and you listen to all the video, which I did, she talks about, right, she's only accepting 45 people. And after that, after the 45 people are accepted, they're going to pull the site down and all this sort of fake scarcity as well. I would, this site's going to be up as long as they are allowed to keep it up until they have to take it down. Now, what it is about, in essence, if you sit down and you listen to it, they're going to be teaching you about e-commerce. But the way they present it, they're making it sound just super easy. They said doing e-commerce, which they just vaguely mention. They try and keep it as vague as, as shadowy as possible. So you just think, this is just going to help me make money. You're going to see all these testimonials. I'll show you a couple in a minute. People saying that they've done it within a day. They made $1,000. One guy was within 15 minutes. He made something like $1,600. So it's all this sort of get rich quick, easy, do nothing, but made tons and tons of money. I mean, but in essence, it's about e-commerce. It's about learning how to do e-commerce. And what they actually give you when you get into the actual program is a very basic course on e-commerce. E-commerce is a very, very in-depth thing. Most people really struggle to do well with e-commerce. You've got to put together proper Shopify stores, get proper products, get people that ship the stuff, how to do it, build relationships, then learn about traffic, Facebook traffic and stuff. It's a very, very in-depth thing to learn. And that's why the decent courses in e-commerce are going to cost you $3,000 to $5,000. One of my mentors paid $5,000 for an e-commerce course, and he knows what he's doing, and he even struggled with it. This costs $57 to $67 depending on when you're watching it. So you're going to be getting the absolute basics. I mean, and there's loads of upsells as well. So yeah, that is just, it's just when I see these sorts of things, red flags start to go up. First thing is the promoter here, Jennifer C. We don't know nothing about her. She doesn't really tell you nothing about herself. She just shows you these income claims that she makes millions sort of thing. You try to find out anything about her. There's nothing on the page about her. If you click on the earnings disclaimer, which I did, you click on the earnings disclaimer and it just comes back to the major page. So you can't even see the earnings disclaimer. I did do a little bit of digging and I found their earnings disclaimer, which is, where is it? It's here. And it says the testimonials and scenarios presented here are fictitious depictions of individual results. I mean, they're even telling you it's fiction. So then you go through the video and you listen to all the testimonials. Here's a couple here I want to show you. Let's just listen to a couple of these people.
This is the best e-commerce platform I've ever tried. This is the perfect time to do something like this.
These people, a lot of them are actors. Yeah, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them are actors. You can get people like this on a site called Fiverr. Yeah, you just pay these people and they'll say whatever you want about, about your product, about anything you want. And then the next red flag, as well as Jennifer C not being not being legit or not being able to find out anything about her. And then there's the earnings disclaimer, which basically say the actors are fictional. Then we have that they're associated with a company called Easy Kit. And Easy Kit was shut down for being scam, was being a scam. I think Easy Kit is like the parent of all these types of little scammy little things that they put out there. So they're the big company, because if you look at the addresses, even the addresses are the same. So they're the big company, and then because they get shut down now they have to reinvent themselves and bring out things like this Jim's income team, you know, and basically it's just the same thing. You just bring this sort of stuff out, get your money off you, don't really teach you anything about what you need to know to properly earn money from e-commerce, and then you know what I mean, and then that's it. And then when they get shut down, they move on and they do another company. And then the next thing was, you know, here's supposedly one of the people that made thousands from it. They're having a Skype call here. Jennifer C, the owner of the company, is just a picture, and then this person is meant to be one of her affiliates, one of her people that she's helped, and she's just thanking her for how much money and that. But why is she not live as well? Have a look at this.
No problem. It's the least I can do. I appreciate it. I do.
You know, all we get is a picture and a recording of a lady called Jennifer C, but we don't get to see her. I mean, why would she not come out live? Do you know, if you ever invest in a proper e-commerce company, the owners, you can get hold of them. The owners, you can probably have Skype calls with yourself. They do lives. They have a Facebook group, all things like that. I went to look for their Facebook group. It's non-existent. So for me, this is a complete red flag. This is one of those ones you stay away from. I don't care about the cost, $57, $67, whatever it is. They're also going to try and hit you on the upsells. You're not going to learn what you need to learn about e-commerce from this. If you want to learn e-commerce, you really need to learn from somebody who's teaching you properly, who you're having to spend a little bit of money with, unfortunately, because if you want to learn e-commerce, it's an in-depth thing. It really is. It's not just about sticking a Shopify store up and getting some cheap products from China and hoping for the best. You really need to know what you're doing, you know? So for me, I would stay away from this. This is Jen's income team. I wouldn't spend a penny on this, do you know, because for what you're going to get, I just don't think it's worth it. Too many red flags for me, you know. So it's entirely up to you, and I hope that helped. I hope that helped with your buying decision. If you are going to go ahead, it's up to you. But for me, I wouldn't spend any money on this, you know. If what you're trying to do, if what you're trying to learn really is just a way to make money online, then I can help you with that. I can help with something called affiliate marketing, you know, because I personally, this sort of stuff, when I first started, I've been online now 10 years. When I first started, this sort of stuff would be stuff that I would buy in a heartbeat, because it's basically do no work. You know, Jennifer's going to do all the work for you basically, and you're going to make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a day, which they claim you're going to be making, you know. I'd jump on this straight away, you know, and obviously through my experience, I've learned that none of it works. None of it works. You end up very, very frustrated. And I did as well. And I came to a point when I thought, no, this is too much. None of this is working for me. So I gave it all up. I just thought, no, it's not for me. But I was lucky in that time. When I did, I then met two really good mentors that taught me the basics of this stuff. They taught me about affiliate marketing. They taught me about traffic, turning traffic into leads and turning leads into sales, and doing that on a consistent basis, you know. So that's why I put together that course. I put together this free 4-part affiliate marketing course that will teach you to do the same. To go from where you are now to a point where you're getting traffic, turning that traffic to leads and turning those leads into sales, you know, and doing that consistently, you know. So if that's something that you may be of interest to you, then like I said earlier, I'm going to leave a link below this in the description below, and you can get completely free access to that 4-part course. But either way, listen, I hope you got some value from this. If you did, please take a second, just give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone else you think might get value from it as well. If you have any comments, any questions at all, then please just leave it in the comments box below. Alright, once again, thanks for listening. Until next time, you take care. I'll speak to you soon. All the best. Take care.